Alberta's Premier Danielle Smith says early reports suggest up to half of all buildings in the town centre of Jasper, Alberta, are lost. The raging wildfires in Western Canada are now piercing through the resort town and national park, and images online are showing extensive damage. Parks Canada says crews will likely be fighting the fire for weeks before it's under control and even longer before it's extinguished.
It is with heavy yards that we report that this aggressive and fast-moving fire continues to burn in Jasper National Park. While we do not yet have specific details, we do know that multiple structures, including a number of businesses and homes in and around the town of Jasper, have been lost. Structural firefighters remain in the town and are working to save as many structures as possible and to protect critical infrastructure.
Jason Gadola joins us live tonight with the latest on these wildfires. Hi, Jason.
Hi, Emily. While fighting back tears, Premier Smith says she's still waiting for more specifics, but says for sure the town will need a, quote, significant rebuild.
And so although those of us who experience Jasper as visitors can't imagine what it feels like to be a Jasperite right now,
Alberta's Premier says images coming out of Jasper, Alberta are horrific.
we share the sense of loss with all of those who live in the town, who care for it, and who have helped build it.
Government and fire officials say the out-of-control wildfire inside Jasper National Park has spread into the resort town, and images online are showing multiple structures completely destroyed, including a popular hotel.
I mean, you've seen the images as I have. We don't know particularly which structures have been damaged and which ones have been destroyed, but that's going to be a significant rebuild and significant displacement for a long period of time.
Danielle Smith says early reports indicate a third and perhaps up to half of all buildings in Jasper are destroyed.
Those are not numbers that we have from the incident side, so we cannot confirm or speak to that at this time. We are working on any future update to be able to give a scope of what the impacted area looks like. We are simply not there yet as we continue to gather information.
Jasper National Park officials who are on the ground and leading the operation are trying to confirm the extent of the damage.
We're dealing with a fire that is, has flame that's about 100 meters above the treetops and is spotting and moving. Because of the spotting ahead of the fire, that moves something like 5 kilometers in less than an hour or something along those lines.
Officials are also saying crews are working around the clock and windy conditions have played a role in the wildfire's movement. Meanwhile, Premier Smith says she is meeting with the Trudeau government and requested more help on the ground and in the air. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau agreed and posted on X saying Ottawa will deploy military assistance and resources immediately.
Just so everybody's aware, firefighting from a structural firefighting is different than firefighting from a wildfire. And I think, as my colleagues have previously mentioned, when you're dealing with structural firefighters, there's a lot of unknown risks. Sometimes gas leaks, sometimes toxic fumes.
As of today, Alberta and BC say there are nearly 600 active wildfires spanning across both provinces. Earlier this week, officials say up to 25,000 people made up of residents, seasonal workers, and tourists evacuated the area and were instructed to head to a reception center. And officials did acknowledge that there's a map of the town site circulating online showing which areas of the town are damaged. They say the incident graphic is not an official tool of Parks Canada, and the federal body will provide up-to-date information when they can.